hello. It's tricky. No, it's not tricky. It is tricky. It was tricky. It's a Sunday and it's sunny with a gentle breeze. And it's 5 to 1. Finished the edit, and for some strange reason, no, wait a minute, hey, well, it is strange what happened. Oh, I have to speed up here. It was quite late. It was the early hours of and I can't even remember what I was watching. No idea whatsoever. I don't know. I was just pleased that I finished the edit. I think it was the second one in the second one in a day, even though it overlapped into the early hours of this morning. Yeah, I was pretty pleased, you know. It was a clean edit. Sorry about the spittle. It was a clean edit, and I kicked off the export. Yeah, it just seemed normal, you know. I just can't. The reason why I'm hesitating is because the following events are just a blur. I think what I should do is cut to this morning. So, this morning, about 10 o'clock, I get up, and I think, title of the video, which was something like I have to speed up, there's a car behind me. The title was starting the sentence with actually. So I remember writing that in Google Keeps. Anyway, I get up at 10 o'clock, I go in the front room, and to my surprise I find the laptop is closed, the lid is down. And I thought, okay, so I opened up the lid, I turned on the laptop, and on the desktop was a ghostly file that should have been the MP4, i.e. the video file for upload. I say ghostly because normally you see an image from the, sorry about this, oh, you didn't see it, did you? Sorry. When an MP4 file is completed successfully, you know, ready for view, you will see a frame from the contents as the thumbnail. But this thumbnail was just a graphic, just like an icon, and I knew whenever that's the case, I know the file is corrupt or incomplete or whatever. Yeah, it's corrupt. So I tried to open the file, and of course it wouldn't open. Sorry, it wouldn't open. Just got fascinated by this winding village lane. Oops, there's a car coming up clear. Good thing you had your headlights on, mate. Right, so the file's corrupt, and it occurred to me. Well, my first thought was last night I kicked off the export, and without thinking had closed the laptop. I mean, sometimes when it's, you know, it was late, and of course my mind would have been on autopilot, so to naturally close the lid, something my self-conscious self would have done. So what I did was I deleted the corrupt file, I opened up DaVinci Resolve, and tried the export again and let it run. Then I did something, walked into Ray. Later I came back to just walk past it, and I could see the software had closed. DaVinci had closed itself, or the Acer laptop had closed itself. And I thought, okay, so I can't use that custom setting. I was using a custom setting with DaVinci that worked for me last time. Then I found a custom setting that I saved called "When All Else Fails." So I opened that up, and that was a different custom to the one I used. So what I've done now is, what I did afterwards, I should say, was to use a custom in between the two settings, which I used, and kicked off. So now the file is exporting, and before I left the house, it was still exporting. It had gone past the percentage where it normally crashes, so I'm confident that it's working. It's currently exporting, so it's just a case of coming back and finding that it's worked or not. I don't know. Yeah, that was weird, that. The fact that I closed the laptop lid like that. Now I think about it, that I must have noticed that the laptop was just blank, thinking I forgot to turn off the computer, and then not realizing the computer had turned off, had switched, had logged out of DaVinci. I took that as, just a desktop that I forgot to close, and so I closed it. Anyways, it's currently exporting. Well, hopefully it's finished by now that I've been out. Just made a couple of rolls, cheese rolls, mature cheese with sweet pickle in both, and a packet of onion rings. And I'm going to watch the video that I uploaded today. I thought there was more to add, but that seems to be it for now. Yes, the reason why I uninstalled DaVinci last time was because of it wouldn't export. I had to try various settings, and then I chose a very low level setting and as a custom, and it worked, and I named it what I said earlier, When All Else Fails. I thought it was, for example, I thought it was 30,000 bits per second bit rate that I used as for the When All Else Fails, and I used that, and it crashed. I think it crashed twice. once, just after the edit. Of course, when I looked at the laptop and the software wasn't there, I thought that it was, I absentmindedly left the laptop on, but it actually, the software had crashed and disappeared, leaving the desktop. And I didn't think that it was that, and I just closed the laptop, went to bed. When I woke up, the laptop was closed. I didn't follow on the export for. I lost it. Just, it was so late and I was tired and just evaporated out of my thought process. So so today I tried it again, but it failed. Again, of course it would. Then I realised, like, you could get to realise later on what happened, you know, to the last two exports. So this time I did 20%, went out, came back, and it worked. I uploaded it, and now I've done the top and tailing, and now I'm going to watch it. So that was 20,000. When I looked at the details for when all else fails, that was 10,000. So now I can probably use 20. It seems to be how, whenever the file is too big, it worked for 30 yesterday, and it was a small file. Anyway, if I stick to 20, then it should be alright. I think 10 is standard, so doubling it is better than 10. 10 will give you the standard quality. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I'm going to add these rules now, find my video on YouTube, and hit play. It's 20 to 11, and I've just spent a good 20 minutes or so transferring files from the camera to the flash drive. Before that, I had a 2-hour sleep. I didn't intend that to happen, but I was watching my video, as I mentioned last time, and then after that I then started watching a couple of other videos, not my own but other people's. And when I was watching one person's video in particular, I fell asleep, and then it was auto-playing all this channel's other videos until I woke up about 2 hours later, when I was in sort of semi-consciousness, and to the point where I finally got up and realised it was, I didn't know how long it was, but I looked at the history on the YouTube and counted all the minutes, and it worked out to be a good 2 hours. So after that I came here and I wanted to start editing the next one, but I had files to transfer first. So now that these files are transferred, I haven't even opened DaVinci yet, and that takes 80 seconds. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to commence editing yesterday's video, Saturday's video. Hi.